Well, hello everyone. This is Amber Towngean, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger, calling you from the Greater Phoenix area. And today I'm gonna piggyback last week's message. So if you did not get with last week's message, there is a Facebook group that is called $1 Million Message Listeners, and our amazing Christy Eggers, top sales director to be, records this each week and puts a recording of each of these messages in there. And we could not be any more grateful for what she does every single day. So we appreciate you, Christy. We love you, and we are so grateful that you put it upon yourself and just kind of decided that this needed to happen. So we appreciate you. But last week I talked on the book, The One Truth, and Elevate Your Mind, Unlock Your Power, Heal Your Soul by John Gordon. And I talked about the things that are going to keep you stuck and in a negative state of mind, and really a powerless state of mind. But today I wanted to share, without sharing the whole book, because hopefully it'll entice you to get more, I'm going to share with you how to elevate your state of mind. And some of this is so, yes, it's like elementary. You probably have heard it a million times in Mary Kay, but maybe today it just needed to be 1,000,001. And so I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to share with you without sharing the whole book, maybe a couple of my highlights that I have already loved so much. I'm almost already completed the book because it's that good. So the first thing is feed the positive. And this is something that I think in our current state of our world right now that is so very valuable, is to feed the positive. And it's to focus on the positive. It is to feed the positive because you get what you focus on. You know, in a room when somebody tells you to close your eyes and, or before you close your eyes, look around and find everything brown. And our mind wants success so bad that we will name beige brown. We will name honey brown. We will look around and we'll just keep trying to find everything that's a hint of brown or could be classified as brown. And then if I were to ask you to close your eyes and to name everything you saw that was red, all of a sudden you realize you weren't looking for red before, you were looking for brown. And so you open your eyes and I say, look for red. And you can look around the room and find red. Why? Because we get what we're looking for. So feeding the positive, you will get more positive. That's the first thing. Second thing is tune in to trust. The answer to doubt is trust. And to understand that you have got to trust that God's plan for you is perfect and that it's always on time. It is never late. It is absolutely exactly where you're supposed to be. Some things I highlight is it says, as I said, the seeds of doubt will always come in, but you don't have to let them take root in your garden of your mind. I experience doubt all the time, but when it comes in, I find myself feeling insecure or fearful. I will say a little prayer. I trust in you, God, and I trust in you. Your plan is for my life. Sorry, let me start over and actually put my glasses on. I trust in you. God, I trust in you and your plan for my life. I don't have all the answers, and I don't know how it's going to work out, but I know you do, and I trust in you. And just having that trust that he absolutely knows how everything's going to work out eliminates the ability to worry, and you can walk in trust. The second or third thing is speak truth to your lies. Now, I don't know what your truth is foundational, is founded in, but my truth is in God's word. And that is always been strong for me. That is always where I anchor my truth. And again, I hope you're not offended by my faith, or because I'm not offended by your faith or lack thereof faith, but I am a person of faith. And my truth and what I anchor in is God's word. And if that's a little overwhelming to you, there is a book out there that's called God's Word for Every Circumstance, or it's something like that, which basically, if you're struggling with doubt, you look up doubt and will give you scriptures that will speak trust. It will speak boldness so that you can speak against the doubt, so that you can counteract that fear that is going on in your body with God's word. And what I've highlighted here is I've learned to talk to myself instead of listen to myself. Can I just say that again? I've learned to talk to myself instead of listen to myself. If I listen to myself, I hear all the reasons why I can't finish the race. I'm too tired, too old, too sore. But if I talk to myself, I can feed myself with words of encouragement that I need to keep moving forward. And it just says Dr. Gills would memorize and recite scriptures. That's what fueled him. So that is, I think we're on number 3. I'm not supposed to number these. I'm just telling you, but maybe that's number 3. The next thing is appreciate and elevate. I'm convinced abundance flows in the life with gratitude flows out of the heart. Abundance will flow in your life when gratitude flows out of your heart. And one of my number one things I love is when I feel like I'm getting too clenchy. Now, it's still a little warm here in Phoenix. It was, I believe, 108 yesterday. But sometimes when I'm feeling clenchy and I'm trying to be in control and doing things like that, I just go on a gratitude walk. He calls it a thankful walk, where I just speak everything I'm grateful for. And I just remind myself that there is so much to be grateful for. And when you can get yourself back in that platform or that posture of gratitude, it's amazing what will flow through you. So appreciate and elevate. The next thing is to encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. I think it's it's the author. I can't think of her name. You guys will remember her, but she's always the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action. Blonde hair. I'll stop thinking about it. Maybe I'll remember her. But one of the things that just popped up on my YouTube and I was listening to is like, there's no one coming for you. They're not going to rescue you. Yes, God's for you. But I mean, I'm just going to say it. Nobody, your job isn't going to rescue you. The government's not going to rescue you. It's up to us to kind of encourage ourselves and move forward past this current state of mind we are to create something new. Next thing, focus on what matters most. This is a powerful part of the book, but it says busyness and stress will try to get you to focus on what is urgent instead of what matters. The news will consistently try to inject you with fear and pull you and turn it all around once again, only to make you feel worse. Social media will constantly tell you to envy the lives of others instead of living and creating your own. Bad influencers will try to get you to take a quick hit of fleeting happiness instead of living with joy. Distractions will always be available, but each day you make the choice to invest in the most valuable investment of all, you. And when you become your best you can bring out the best in others. It's a simple choice. You can focus on your distractions, try to escape and seek relief, and lower your state of mind. Or you can stay the course and focus on what matters most. Feed your soul, elevate your state of mind. That is on focusing on what matters. And I believe this is lastly, and no, it's not lastly. The next thing is unite with love. And this is something that if you understand the vibrations of energy, and energy is God, that love is an energy that if you've studied anything from Dr. Caroline Leaf, that they have proven knows no space or time. That when you think of somebody and you're thinking of someone and all of a sudden they call and you're like, oh my gosh, or they text you, it's like, I was just going to text you. That is because love knows no space or time, and that it will actually bond people. It'll actually bring people back together. And so I know that you've had the experience of, I was just thinking about you. I can't believe you just text me. That is why, because it unites you. But when, I'm going to just read some of these examples because it is that powerful about understanding, about loving what you do. When I first started teaching these lessons, friends of mine would asked if I could talk to their son, who was a minor league hockey player. He had gone 6 games without scoring a goal, which felt like an eternity, and a death sentence to a young player striving to make it to the NHL. When I spoke to him, he was at his wit's end. He was cluttered, trying to fix something that wasn't broken, searching for answers, feeling tons of fear and anxiety, and ready to jump off the roller coaster. After I taught him how thoughts work, the 5 Ds, and the answer to the 5 Ds, I've asked him what he needed to do. He responded, it's so simple. I just need to stay on the roller coaster. Go out there and love playing hockey again and love competing while I'm playing. I need to stop worrying about the outcome and just love the moment and the battle. He did. He scored a bunch of goals in the next few games and was called up to the NHL, and he scored a goal in each of his first 2 games. When I saw how he played and responded, I knew this teaching would be helpful to so many. And it goes on, if you're not devoted and you don't love what you're doing, then discipline is hard. Oh, that's good. If you are not devoted and you don't love what you are doing, then discipline is hard. But if you are devoted and love it, then you have a higher state of mind, and discipline is much easier. The key word here is connect. Love creates connection. The more connected we feel, the less fear and clutter we experience, and the more clarity we have. Clarity then breeds confidence. If you have ever been in the zone, you know what it's like to be fearless and have amazing clarity and confidence. Love creates connection, which leads to clarity, which breeds confidence, which generates courage. Keep reminding yourself that love is more powerful than fear, and you are more powerful than love. Not fear is your focus and driving force. I told you I was going to share ultimate way to have a high state of mind, and that is love. And it goes on, fear and the 5 Ds divide and weaken you and lower your state of mind, whereas love, trust, truth, appreciation, encouragement, and positivity unite and strengthen you and elevate your state of mind. Here's a picture that is shows a circle with little cluttered mind. But if you look inside, not outside, oh, this is so good. If you look inside, not outside, when learning to focus on love instead of fear, I find it helpful for people to understand the concept of inside, outside to maintain and elevate the high state of mind. When you fear that certain circumstance has a power over you, this lowers your state of mind. But when you know that you and your love are more powerful than your circumstance, this elevates your state of mind. The love inside you is more powerful than the fear of the event that is happening to you. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It doesn't matter where you're playing. What matters is that you love competing, love your teammates, and love playing. It's working from the inside out. And so when you move from clutter to clarity, these are the things to remember. People often say, I get all this, but when I'm in the moment, I kind of lose my focus and feel cluttered. What do I do? What's the key strategy? I believe the key is to remind yourself of these truths and concepts and talk to yourself. Here are a few things that you can do. Pick up the words best for you. The first thing is remember, it's not your circumstance. It's your state of mind. Second, stay on the roller coaster. Don't jump off the roller coaster when you're in a low state of mind. Number 3, talk to yourself and speak truth to lies, and however you want to do that. Number 4, practice gratitude. Number 5, tune out distractions. Focus on what matters most. Number 6, focus on love, not fear. Number 7, focus on looking from the inside, not the outside. We create and live from the love inside of us to overcome the fear that is trying to sabotage us. And so that, again, comes from The One Truth by John Gordon, which is just a powerful book that actually was making me think. If you have not read one of his books, another one of his books is called Energy Bus, and it's a great book and a great read as well that really talks about your energy that you bring to the table and how much it affects things and how people can affect you if you allow them. So with that being said, hopefully this challenges you to elevate your state of mind today. Maybe pick up a book, read 10 pages of a good book, and create a new crease in your mind today. Well, either way, this is Amber Town-Guillen, your Terrific Tuesday, $1 Million Messenger, signing off. Have an amazing Tuesday.